Hello, 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 hello. Your realtor Steve Pugh, HPR Group, eXp Realty, coming at you again for July's. Thankfully for some of you, coming at you again. I know some of you are so happy to see me and hear from me, but I'll make it brief and I'll be quick and hopefully can add some value. So July stats. June, I stand corrected. June 2022 MLS stats, my interpretation of the market, kind of prognosis where I think we're heading, all that good stuff. So changes, obviously, the big two are inventory and price decreases, okay? I've got to wait for some data next month to see percentage of properties in terms of price decreases, but it's happening, and it's happening quite a bit. I always bring it to you unfiltered, so I'm not trying to sound biased or lean one way or another here. Active listings, Stellar MLS, from May until June, the number of active listings in the Stellar MLS went up 36% from 21,000 to 29,000, 36% month over month. Pew! That's going up there. All right, new listings from May until June was up 8%. May 22 to June 22 was up 8%. Pending sales down 10%. Solds. See, this is interesting. Solds, I mean, obviously the pending are things to come. That'll reflect next month in August, or this month in August. But solds were only off 4%. So the number of sold properties May versus June was only 4% down. So the sales are still happening. Average days on market, we're at the same. So for the whole Stellar MLS, still only 14 days. I tell you, and then, you know what I mean? In the balanced market, I don't want to speculate, but I would imagine the average days on market are anywhere between 30 to 60. So 14 days on the market is still strong. Sales volume total is only 2% down May versus June, 8.4 billion compared to 8.2. Months of inventory, finally, we are up from a 1 month supply to a whopping 2 month supply of inventory. And then your average sales price, albeit the price decreases that we're seeing and the added inventory, the average sales price is still up. It's only 1%, but hey, it's up 1% from 452 to 459. So long and the short of it is, it's the market of the moment, right? That shift does not happen between a seller's market to a buyer's market until we experience that 5 to 7 months of inventory level. And that shift will happen quickly. It's not like we'll stay in that period for months and months. So basically, that's what we've got to keep an eye on. You know, I think that we are going to see some slight price depreciation as rates continue to rise and inventory levels rise. It's not going to fall off a cliff. I wholeheartedly believe that. But we are going to see some depreciation off those, I guess, COVID period highs or pandemic high levels. Okay. All right, let's hit on a couple of slides. Now, I struggled last time to screen share. And it seems like I struggle every bloody time to screen share, but we're going to do this. All right, hopefully you guys have that. So breakdown, offers received down, offers over asking, the number of offers over asking, obviously down, sales down, inventory up, which we kind of knew. So going back to that market of the moment thing, I think that, you know what I mean? When sellers or even our seller clients are looking at data from 60, 90, 120 days ago, and they're trying to price their house based on that sold data, I think they're not pricing for the market of the moment. I think, in all honesty, active listings, we're going to have to do CMAs, at least temporarily, off of active listings and the competition that these sellers are facing, and getting in front of the competition and using those other listings as leverage to actually sell their home instead of pricing it compared to comps of 90, 120 days ago, which is not the market now. And that property just sits on the market and you end up doing a reduction. And then in essence, potentially end up accepting a lesser offer or a lower offer if you'd have priced it correctly to begin with based on active comps. That's where I'm at on that conversation, and I hope you guys picked up on that. Run through these slides and we're out of here. So months of inventory, let's jump to that. As I said, 2 months, in essence, 2.5 months supply, up from 1.6 at the beginning of the year. There was only a couple of slides of notation this month. Home sales have essentially returned to the levels seen in 2019 prior to the pandemic, after 2 years of gangbuster performance. So that's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. But in essence, I feel the same way, and it seems like that's what's going on. Now, if appreciation matches or depreciation matches those sales, then, you know what I mean, in some areas, you know, those prices could depreciate. I personally think that if we do see some downward pressure on pricing based on interest rates, inventory levels, and sellers competing, that maybe at most we see 20%, but I'm not convinced that we're even going to see that, to be honest with you. And I know that's a bold claim, but hey. So obviously these guys don't think so. Existing home price performance. We are, at least the professionals, the powers that be, well, not necessarily the professional, I'm a professional, but at least the powers that be are estimating that price appreciation over the next 5 years, 9.3 respectively this year, 4%, 3%, 3.5%, and 4%, running through 2026. So there you have it, stellar MLS stats and a brief market synopsis and my take on what's going on. If properties are priced right and worth it and presented correctly and marketed appropriately, then they are still moving. And it's still very much a seller's market. All right, so hey guys, thanks for watching. Compliment someone today, magnify their strengths, not their weaknesses. And please remember that we run our business primarily on referrals. So if you know anybody that's looking to buy or sell, please don't hesitate to reach out, and rest assured that they are going to get top-notch customer service. Thanks for watching and have an awesome week.